Well, the markets may have given up most of their gains. Small, bright pockets, select of them in the markets, and one of them, in fact, the entire market-related infrastructure theme, which has been buzzing last couple of days. Look at HDFC, AMC ahead of the numbers, CAMS, CDSL, very few select broking companies. Angel broking today is locked on a 20% upper circuit, but has been gaining smartly going into the numbers. And look at the quality of numbers they have declared this time. A bit on expected lines, but clearly reaffirms the management initiatives are being delivered. So let's talk about all of that. And there's a big transformation also happening at the company. They have taken a journey of converting angel broking into Angel One. So a lot of newsy stuff to discuss. And chairman of the company, Mr. Dinesh Thakkar, is right here with us. So Mr. Thakkar, good afternoon. Thank you so much for your time. The market is clearly giving your numbers a royal salute. And, it occurred to me that last quarter too, when you were discussing numbers with us right here on the show, the stock was locked on an upper circuit or thereabout in the vicinity of a couple of minutes. So you are clearly, the company is performing on all cylinders. And I would like you to start not with the numbers. We've seen the numbers, multifold growth in the 9-month period. The quarter gone by, profits have quadrupled. I want to talk about the transformation which you have announced today. Angel broking is now Angel One.
I lost your audio.
Okay, I'll try my luck once again. If you can hear me now, Mr. Thakkar, the stock is locked on upper circuit on this kind of number which you have put in. Talk to us about the transformation which you have announced today. Angel broking is now Angel One, 2021 onwards. From 96 to 21 it was angel broking, but now it's completely transforming into a different fintech company. Let's start with that.
So there's a big change in Angel, what it was and what it is today. So Angel started as an traditional broking model where we were able to serve customer, give them RMs, give them dealers. Then after 2017-18, we transformed ourselves to a digital broker. Now, as we are moving forward, what we are seeing that digital is not just about giving one app and one service. It is about understanding millennials, understanding their needs, creating very smart journeys on the app. Now, when we talk about journeys, we have to understand which person is joining, has downloaded this app. Is he looking for stock market investment? Is he looking for trading on our app? Or does he want to create some kind of financial asset? So when it comes to giving all the service on one app, so we thought it is better we give a right name where we are able to connect with young audience so that they know now all the services, what they want, they are looking forward on financial service, they will get on one app. So that's the reason we thought now we are no more just a broking company. We want to satisfy all the needs of financial needs of a customer who is onboarding on our app. So that is the reason we thought that it is better we go with a name which youth is able to correlate. So we transformed from Angel broking to Angel One. So it is not just about name. If you look at our resources that we have deployed now, it is more on tech front. Now most of our expenses goes on technology and creating lots of AI ML journeys, where we are recruiting lots of talent who have worked in quite a multinational companies. So I would say it is first time I'm seeing people who have worked in multinationals, they are eager to join a broking company because they can see that there is a big future in fintech industry in India.
Right. Yes, I did speak to Mr. Gangadhar just a while back, and he was talking to us about what kind of initiatives he would like to introduce into the company and join the journey. But talking of tech, a very detailed presentation given out by you clearly talks about peak trades handled in the first quarter, 5.4 million, apps download 12.5 million, average time taken to onboard is cut down to 5 minutes, and 100% clients are being onboarded digitally. So clearly it is not just about app download alone. Of course it's up 75%, but there are other metrics which are improving a whole lot. Talk to us about how Mr. Gangadhar is fusing in with the team and the vision of the management? Of course, it's very short right now, but if you could share some color.
But in a quarter time, I would say he has understood Indian market well, and he has understood opportunity which is in front of him. And his deep engagement with existing team and bringing and attracting lots of kind of like talent, as I said, that people who are working in multinationals, now they are very eager to join angel broking. So he has made a big transformation, not in just in terms of existing resources, but getting additional high-end resources on board. So when we're dreaming about being a kind of like number one broking company, I think we needed a person like Narayan, not only his kind of like involvement in Angel, but attracting talent and creating a right culture for a fintech company. That is a great contribution of Narayan to Angel.
Right. Okay. It's like riding a tiger, right? Market is also kind of always pondering over the point, such high growth, is it sustainable? What the kind of potential which lies ahead, and the steps and initiatives which you are taking, how can they transform into much bigger scale and explosive growth going forward? And there is a very interesting slide in your presentation which talks about the unpenetrated market and the potential. Talk to us, give us some color. Why do you think that India stock market and participants, just 4% penetration is at an inflection point? How large can it become compared to China or US, which you have also touched upon? And how would Angel like to exploit that opportunity via technology?
If you look at India now, India is like a country of a huge population. But 70-75% people are staying in that kind of like scattered zones, tier 3, tier 4, where it is not possible for a brokerage house or a bank-led kind of like branch offices who have offices everywhere. Now look at the other side of this population who are very young and who have started earning in an era where inflation is so low and interest what they get from risk-free asset is also low. And fortunately for them, they are very digital savvy. So they can understand market through social media interaction. They are very comfortable using their mobile. And there are products like broking house like us can provide, which requires just a small ticket size. So knowledge and information that we give on our smart stores and all that, that is enough for that person to start his journey in equity market. This has never happened that whole India is participating in this asset called equity, where we have seen what kind of like appreciation this asset class can give. What is required is just educating oneself in terms of how to go about acquiring this asset, maintaining your portfolio and tracking your portfolio. That is where digital player like us have really helped them, enabled them not only access to the market, but access to lots of information, access to lots of steps that they have to take to understand and gain from this market. So I think this has created a big opportunity for India. So when I look at countries like UK, China, Korea, or there also inflection point was when inflation was kept under control. When inflation was under like at 4-5%, they saw big inflation where market penetration from 2% went to 11-12%. So India, I believe, in 2 years have achieved that kind of like confidence and trust in people that if you want to achieve a good appreciation on wealth, you need to take exposure on equity because risk-free assets are going to remain at a low yield going forward. And plus youth, as I said, that they are very comfortable. They know what has happened abroad, what has happened in overseas markets, how this asset class can appreciate. So they have started their taking the small steps. But if you look at tier 2, tier 3 population, as I said, which is 70% of the population, over that penetration has just entered like 0.5%. And if you look at our urban market and tier 1, there we see penetration of 7-8%. So until the time we reach an penetration of 11-12%, there is a big headroom. But all said and done, this will happen progressively. So there is a big kind of a headroom for this market to continue this growth, for this industry for next 8 to 10 years.
A quick word on the potential of other, products which you can also finally onboard on the platform? Right now, it's pure equity trading. But do you see other financial products also coming in? What's the roadmap for that?
Yeah. So we are primarily focused to be primarily a stockbroker. Why I'm saying this? Because in India, if you look at people, youth, when they're entering the market, they want to try out buying stocks, try out on their own, do it yourself. But progressively, definitely, when they think about creating wealth, they would go about acquiring mutual fund and all that. So our plan is that not to lose focus on being number one in stockbroking, because that is a big advantage. That's a gateway from where this youth starts their journey. And we have announced that we are going for a super app. So in next 2 or 3 quarters, we will be launching a super app in which all these journeys would be converged in such a way that a person who is doing stockbroking with us, he's nudged, he's guided on other asset classes without disturbing his journey on stock market. So in next few quarters, you will see a new app being launched in next 3 quarters around, because we are now acquiring lots of talent on that front, so that they can build an app which is very kind of easy to use, which gives a good experience, even people who don't have a very kind of high-end phones or a kind of great bandwidth. So our main game plan is to acquire a customer for stockbroking. So we have already spent our acquisition cost, but help this customer to understand this financial journey far better than just stockbroking.
Mr. Thakkar, I wish you all the best in the endeavors, and clearly your shareholders are loving the work which has been done and the kind of results which are being delivered, and that is clearly visible on the bursts also. The stock is locked on 20% upper circuit. Thanks very much for chatting about the results and the road ahead and the initiatives being undertaken.